Well, I'm going to be having a look at the DAX today. It's looking really interesting. Roll the intro and I shall tell you. Hi, welcome to the channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Langers and I am the Scruffy Trader. No shock looking at me then. I'm not exactly polished, am I? But I do keep my charts pretty clean and that's what I'm about to show you. So if that all sounds good, please click the subscribe button. Genuinely helps. And if you want to see some more content, click the little bell icon as well. So let's have a little look and see what I'm banging on about today. So let me pull my screens up. Out of this lot, what is looking really interesting is the DAX. So let me pull that up and I'll show you. You see, this has had a royal buy-up. It really has. And I've already marked my levels in ready for it. And as you can see, it's come up into the zone and it is stalling on the hour. And this zone here is balancing up to where there's been a bit of a stall point before. Here, here and here. And then obviously you've got the bit at the top where it's topped out before. You can see that just here. And likewise my other levels. My levels are quite important. I pay a lot of attention to levels. Now earlier on this morning, I was having a chat with the guys and dropped a bloody clanger actually. I did a video showing the guys my strength sheet, which is this here. And did the whole video for them, what I do each morning. I forgot to switch the bloody screen over. But hey ho, so I'm kind of trying to redeem myself. So I told the guys at about 9:30 this morning, I'm keeping an eye on this. And they're getting really excited. They're getting right into it. You know, oh, the DAX is looking brilliant. And they're right, it is. But we now at nearly 12:20. If I push this back over, you should be able to see what time we're running on. Drop that down onto a 5-minute candle. There you are. So Tuesday the 26th. 12:15. Okay, so what am I looking to do now? Well, now it's in this area and I am quite comfortable that this is starting to reverse. I'm going to look to get in. Now, whether I get in soon is debatable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it pause for maybe half an hour or so. I just want to be sure that this market is going to stay in the zone. If it doesn't, it has a chance to push up to around this area here. You can see that there. So it's kind of midway and maybe even spike up to here. But at the moment, I'm interested in this area. Okay, so let me pause it and I'll come back to you when it's ready to trade.
Well, we're waiting.
Okay, guys, looks like we are pretty much there. Let me just check something. Yeah. It's looking darn good. So we're going to drop this down to a lower time frame just to quickly see what's going on. Excellent. It's coming into where I wanted it to be. Drop it onto a 5-minute and we're going to put some orders under here. I'm going to stage them in. So that'll be a bit quick for you, otherwise a bit boring for you. So we'll do a 10. Get the next one in. At 20. and we're going to put a little bit of a runner on it down into this green zone. All right, there we go. Okay, so what I'm essentially doing is I'm stacking my orders. I haven't gone in on a full position as yet, just because I want to have a little bit of grace. Now, I've been waiting on this since early morning. The guys in the squad will kind of tell you that I've been posting up, telling them to wait. Patience is the key here, guys. Patience is the key. And reason being, this thing was absolutely rocking. And I'll show you. Just get rid of that. Okay. I'm kind of watching the other screen as well. As you can see, it moved down strongly, but then it has aggressively pushed up. Superb. Smashed through the levels. Kind of stalled a little bit on this one. And then that was the upper extreme. And as I was saying earlier on, it could well push to the top of this. Well, it had a go. You know, it didn't, all right, it didn't get to the top of it, but it certainly had a go. But then it showed a sign that it's slowing down. In other words, you can see the move. It's now exhausting a little bit. And it's also coming on for 1:30. So this has been a long wait to see. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours of buying. That can't be sustained. Eventually something has to give. And a little bit like that. Consolidates a little bit, pushes up, consolidates, pushes, and then carries on down, and then up it goes. But that is like a nice W pattern, but they don't last forever either. You know, so that's kind of at the end of its term, because it's come to level, and level is your key. Now, I have my orders, if I just drop it back to a 5 so I can show you, set out of the way. All right, it must push down to me, but what you can see, even on the 5 minute, there's a drive up, it's consolidating, consolidating, consolidating. It can't seem to push any higher, so it has to sell off. But because the drive was incredibly strong, I don't want to push my luck. So I just want to get in, get my money, and get out. Simple as that. And that's why I've stacked it the way I've stacked it. Okay. If I have to average in, I can average in all the way up here and still probably come out of this on top. So this is kind of what I am edging on, if you like. So the trigger has just come. It's just taken me into the trade. Now, hopefully, these will knock out quickly. We get our sort of 50 there. We get 100 quid there. Comes down to here, we get 250. I am comfortable with that. I will be more than happy to get that. Okay, so that is the way forward. So what I'm going to do is I'll just drop it onto the screen and I'll just let it play out, and I'll come back to you at the end. And there we go, guys. Stopped out. Could have had more, but I wanted to see if it would run. Very happy with the way today has played out. Let's have a look at the scores on the doors. Not bad for a little bit of waiting, is it? And waiting is the key element. You see, if I pull this back to an hour, bear with me just a sec. There we go. I started talking about this earlier on this morning, as you know. And I got into it mid-afternoon when it started to rocking, caught a couple of bounces, and then was looking for, well, one of these bad boys really. But I'm happy with what I got because it's a day trade. I want to be in and I want to get my money and I want to get out. And that is what we do as traders. If you bear with me just a sec. You see, when I was talking to the guys this morning and they're like, yes, yes, whoa, and they were looking at cable and they were looking at this and they were looking at the other, and I constantly tell them, wait, just wait, let the market get to the absolute extreme and then enter. The thing is, when you're day trading, it's a little different if you're swing trading because you've got a bit of grace with swing trading. You can put your order in and then just walk away and wait for it to come to you. You do the same thing with day trading, but if you miss it, does it matter? There'll be another trade comes along, and if you don't trade that day, is it really the end of the world? No, it's not. You see, when you're day trading, if you're trading 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, and you miss one day by waiting, but you end the week profitable, then that's fine. But if you're impatient and you dive in and you end the week in a negative, I know which I prefer. You see, when you're swing trading, you can actually have your position 30 points away from where the price is now, because you're looking to get in on a key level or a certain area, you know, over the top of a swing high, for example, if you're wanting to catch a breakout. There's many ways, but what I'm driving at is your price can be quite away, so you can set it and forget about it, you know, and then when it gets triggered, happy days. The trigger mightn't come for a day or so. So is it such a big thing, waiting? Not really. Not at all. And that is kind of the takeaway from today. I have traded once today. I know you see multiple sort of entries on my P&L there, but it is just one trade. And that is what I look. I don't bounce from market to market. I don't chase the market. I look at the overall spectrum on a morning. I look for the best candidate, and then I wait for that to get into the position to trade. And that's what you've seen me do. So a lot of the time I sit just messing around. That's why I have my toys all over the place. That's why I chase Winky around the office if I'm down at her place, or if I'm here, I'll just make a nuisance of myself. But it's just to amuse myself, to stop the little trigger finger. So I hope that all kind of makes sense. It's been a superb day, and less is more. But patience is a virtue. And if you're to survive in trading, it's something you definitely need. So with all of that, guys, do what you love and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.